Hello and welcome to a Warframe video. In this video I am basically joined with a random group to do an Eidolon hunt. And this is actually the first time I actually do that. Well, waiting for a random group to join a Eidolon hunt. For the most part I was basically waiting for my clan, because most of them are people that I know. And I was waiting for them to actually catch up to me so that we can go Eidolon hunting together as a clan, which would have been awesome. The problem is they're so far behind and they don't really play as often as I do that they basically have an enormous amount of content that they still haven't even touched. And this kind of leaves me just chilling there, wondering what the hell am I going to do to wait while I wait. So instead I decided, why don't we give it a go with a random group? Like, how bad can it be? So I literally go to the recruiting chat, and I basically search, and thankfully there were actually people there who were actually also looking for a group for making a hunt, and I found a group and we joined together, and yeah, we went straight into the Eidolon Plains and we started hunting for the teralyst. So our group was comprised of a Chroma, a Haro, which was me, a Volt, and a Trin. Now, I wasn't really sure whether or not they wanted us to capture it or kill it. We ended up actually capturing it, and that was cool and everything. And yeah, pretty much that basically sums up what we basically did with the Eidolon. And yeah, this was actually the first time that I did that with a random group. I really wanted to, start on the Eidolon and stuff. Yeah, as long as your group knows what they're doing and knows what they're supposed to be doing, well, I said that twice. As long as they know what role they should pick and what they should be doing, then I think you'll be fine, basically. So yeah, we were basically scouring for the Eidolon hunt in our archwings, going around looking for it. The other people were like collecting lures. When it comes to lures, you definitely want to collect like I would suggest four, at least four, 3 to 4. You can do it with 3, like we did, but 4 is like a lot. It's a lot better. You also want to like fill them up with Vomvalis. You want to kill a Vomvalis and have them like absorb them so they become fuller. Although the Eidolon does have Vomvalis to begin with, so you could easily just kill those Vomvalis and have have the lures absorb them while you're actually fighting the Eidolon. Make sure you have a Trinity to actually keep those lures alive, and to also to use her vampire her energy vampire on Vomvalis to keep the whole team full of energy. Especially the Chroma, who is going to need the most energy to keep to deal the damage. Well, that's until now. I am in the console, so Chroma hasn't been, I don't know, nerfed or whatever. He hasn't been changed or anything, so he's still like a beast when it comes to dealing damage. But yeah, I mean, it won't be long before it's going to be like a few days before we get the big like buffing or debuffing and stuff, the buffs and debuffs and whatnots for the various warframes. Until then, I guess there's no like everything is just the same, and farming for an Eidolon would be actually a little bit better. And I do want to farm for the Eidolons because, or the teralysts, because first off, I actually haven't done them much. Like I said, I was waiting for my clan to catch up so we can do them together. But obviously that it doesn't work. It didn't work as much. So there's so much content that's coming up that I'm missing basically everything else. We were also going to like gather together, wait until everybody is like nice and kitted out to do like raids together, and now we're not going to be able to because the raids are being taken down in the next update. Well, not in the after update. And yeah, there's not going to be enough time. Like, there's no chance that we'll be able to like do any raids, and which is unfortunate because I wanted to get some raids. Literally, the only thing I need to make my Warframe stronger right now is arcanes. Of course, I believe the developers did say that the arcanes are going to be able to be dropped from the new teralysts that you can actually summon. And it looks like this might be a case of just finding people in the recruitment chat to deal with, because if I'm going to wait for my clan, then I'll probably never do them. So I guess it's in any case, it's better late than never. But at the same time, I want to get this. I want to get it done. Um, so I definitely want to. I'm definitely going to be like probably looking for a group to like farm the teralysts and see what we can do with them. So in the group right now, what we're as you can expect, I mean, you probably already know how to deal with a teralyst. A teralyst, you need to use your operator to destroy his shield. Obviously, you'll need his amp. You'll need the operator's amp to do so. I do recommend, if you can, right now, sentient cores are actually very easily farmable from just the regular Vombalists at nighttime. You can literally get like 30. I literally got like 35 sentient cores, and this was like with the first few minutes of at nighttime. If you were to farm for like the whole night, you could easily get like 100 or so, and that's definitely going to be enough to like get you to at least one level of like in tier with the quills, to get you at least the first amps that you can get. And I do recommend to get those first amps so you can deal a little bit more moderate damage to the teralyst, to deal with his shields. And once you're done with that, you wanna shoot his parts to destroy each one of his parts. He has 4 parts, and you have to destroy them. And yeah, once you've done that, whether if you have enough lures, you'll capture it. Or if you don't have the lures, you can actually damage its main body then and kill it. So it's really up to you. Thankfully, if you actually have lures, as soon as you destroy all of its body parts, the capture is done automatically. So I guess capturing them, maybe it might be a little bit easier. I guess it depends on what kind of warframes you have with you. And the way I was playing was I actually chose Haro to play with, and obviously my job was to use my first power to keep any Vombalists restrained from defeating my teammates, so that so they can focus on like damaging the shields, and they can actually like basically so they can focus on destroying its shield and its parts. That way, all I had to do is focus on the actual Vombalists. And of course, to use my 4th power, whenever a part of the Eidolon was actually destroyed, so they become invulnerable and they don't take any damage. So that was basically what I was doing. Of course, we also had a Chroma with us who was taking the most damage, who was basically also dealing the most damage using his Scorn, which is obviously the best way for dealing damage right now, before the next update, which should be in like a few days now. We also have obviously we have a Trinity who obviously is keeping everyone healthy and hopefully with enough energy. I believe we are getting energy, so yeah, she definitely had to be doing her job. But then again, if you have like energy capsules or health capsules or so forth, just to heal you up and stuff, that also works. And last but not least is Volt. We actually had a Volt with us. Apparently, shooting through Volt's shield does something, or is it because you can actually hide behind Volt's shield and just spam the amp to deal like the damage? According to somebody who I actually was talking in the recruiting chat, he said that Volt is the key to actually removing the Eidolon's shield very quickly. And I do notice them actually like attacking from behind a Volt's shield, like just attacking from behind the shield of a Volt, which was, I guess, I don't actually get that. It doesn't. I read the description for Volt's shield. It doesn't say anything about a damage increase that actually deals a damage increase. Unless of course they just, unless of course they're just protecting themselves from the from those little particles. That way you don't have to go into the rift or go into void mode to dodge them, and you can just focus on dealing damage. I don't really know. But yeah, we actually were able to, well, do our part for the most part, and we were able to capture the Eidolon and acquire all the rewards, which was awesome. So yeah, I'm just gonna leave the video to play out. You can actually check to see. I mean, teralyst hunting or Eidolon hunting is not exactly It's not exactly new news. It's like old news. It's been done like for a while now. People are like, there are people who like farm like terrorists. Like they can farm like 10 terrorists within a single night, which is insane. That's teamwork for you. Um, and obviously we also have the new terrorists that are coming out in the Shrine of the Terrorist, or is it the Shrine of the Eidolon? I don't remember. It's a Shrine of something. It's the next update basically, where we will be getting 2 more terrorists, and accordingly they will also be dropping arcanes. So farming them is definitely going to be a very useful thing to do, and I can imagine people farming them like crazy. Um, and yeah, hopefully we'll me and my clan will also get around to that at some point. But yeah, I just wanted to share the video of me hunting a terrorist, like a proper video, like no cuts or anything, just from the beginning, finding the terrorist, and then from the end of actually like defeating them. Because the first time I did it, and in a video that I actually uploaded of me actually dealing with a terrorist, I didn't really do anything. I was trying to fish, and I was in a public group without knowing it, and there was a guy literally who was going around trying to kill a terrorist, and he did it. He actually defeated the terrorist like single-handedly, and I was just there just to help him just a little bit, collecting the sentient cores and just trying to help him out and stuff. So that was my first encounter with a terrorist, and actually hunting them down and successfully capturing them. But I didn't really do anything. It was like all the other guy. Here I actually tried to do something. I actually helped my teammates to like do the actual battle, and yeah, it was done very nicely, and it's about time, because that's literally, I think farming the terrorists was the only thing that I was actually missing in the actual. It was basically the only thing that I was left to do in the plays. So yeah, I'm actually happy to actually have done it now, and I can start working on the quills, because it used to be a point where it's kind of difficult to like to like do everything for to level up in them, but now it's getting a little bit easier, so I should probably be able to like start farming for like sentient cores, so that I can like increase my quill standing and acquire some better amps, which definitely could come in handy. But yeah, so yeah, I'll just leave the video to play. Thank you for watching. Hope you enjoy the hunt that we're doing, and see you later. Bye.